All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming today.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to
Misfit
Corner Comics Presents.
Guess my volume's fine. I was going to check that in a minute. Forgot to mute it. Oh, well. Professionalism right out the window before we even get started. That's the way we roll around here. How's everybody doing tonight? We don't have everybody in here just yet, but I sent out some invites. Hopefully some people will join. Ethan Van Sciver just wrapped up another live stream, so I thought that was great timing. People can go from there and come right on over here. Unless, of course, they're going to somebody else, which, I understand that completely as well. But that's all right. We do our thing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 7:30 Eastern Time, and it is now time. All right, here we go. I do have some character designs I need to work on tonight, so we're going to put those in the good old sketchbook, the Sketch-A-Day sketchbook. And I have a couple new things I want to talk about, and as soon as Avery gets here, we'll talk more about them, mainly because it was his idea. So any crazy-ass thing I do from this point on, remember it was Avery's idea. But I'm going to get drawing, get the camera set up, and get going. All right. All right. So if you're a regular to the show, you know that I'm working on this 2019 Sketch-A-Day sketchbook, and I always want to try to add to it every day. And oh my God, look, here comes people. Hey guys.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going, Rick?
Good, yourself.
Rick from Cross Comics is here to say hello, and then I think Avery's in there. Right, Avery, you here?
Yeah, but I'm not here to say hello.
Did you notice I didn't say hello to you?
Good.
Okay, very good. Well, Avery, I have to tell you, you'll be so proud of me. Okay.
I doubt that, but take a shot anyway.
Well, this weekend, my good friend Avery made a suggestion to me that I thought was absolutely freaking fantastic. And we were talking about continuing our MCC News segment, which is a parody, Comicsgate-centric type of newscast. But it was difficult to do because we used Legos. And I animated the Legos moving their mouths and so forth. And it was a lot of fun. Avery, you have to admit, we had a lot of fun with it.
They were getting funnier every
time. But we stopped doing them because it was becoming such a pain in the butt to actually do them, and because it's just a lot of work. Well, this weekend, Avery suggested, why not use puppets instead of Legos? And my head exploded. I went, oh my God, what a fantastic idea. And then Avery says, what you should do is go online, go to a YouTube channel that tells you how to properly do it, and how to build one from scratch, and how to make it a professional production piece, a usable piece. And I said, screw that. I don't need any of that. I'm just going to make it up on the fly, like I always do. And I purchased plastic bowls and some plastic plates. I was going to cut them in half, and I was going to do all this stuff to them. Well, needless to say, after I spent a whopping total of $3 on materials, and every single thing I did fell apart, I said, you know what? I'm going to listen to Avery. And I'm going to go online, and I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to find a channel that tells you how to properly make puppets. And I found one. And I watched the first video, which was how to make the head, the mold for the head. And I said to myself, you know what? I can go cheap and do this wrong and differently. And then I said, you know what? I've learned my lesson, at least this one time. So I went out and actually bought some of the materials that the guy recommended you use. Everything from the tape that he used for the molding to the spray glue that he used to put it onto the paper, the craft paper, to the actual foam that he uses to make the skeleton of the Muppet, the 1/2-inch foam. I actually went out and found 1/2-inch foam. So I do have the proper materials, and we'll be working on that this week sometime. And I am so thrilled to be doing this, because I imagine once these things have been created and they look good, that Avery and I and anybody else who wants to join on this, it's going to be absolutely freaking fantastic. In my mind, it's like the greatest thing I've ever thought of producing. And I listened to Avery's live stream yesterday where he and Kodiak were talking about different things. And I forgot who suggested. I think it was Avery that suggested a hero puppet. Hero puppet is happening. I'm going to do it. I can't wait. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled.
I think D or somebody said something.
Yeah, somebody said, and I jumped in and was like, oh my, because I just didn't think about it. And that is utterly fantastic. I love the idea.
The hero puppet has to be its own set. Like, we can't have the hero puppet like on the movie reviews on my channel. I
haven't a clue what I would do with him, but he absolutely has to get made.
Yes.
But I have plans for the very first puppet. The very first puppet is going to be a character from MCC News. It's not going to be Peter Powers. I want to do one first that's not as important, and if I can make it as well as I think I can, then I may end up making others. But
and then we need to come up with characters for the movie reviews on my channel, because that should be puppets too.
That's going to be fantastic.
Because, and I don't care if I just go buy a couple of puppets and then we modify them to make them look unique. Because if we do the movie reviews with puppets, we can say rougher things, and it's like it's a character, it's a bit. Because if I do a movie review as me and I say some really rough things, it's taken differently. You know, like watching South Park. Is Trey and Matt Stone saying that, or is Cartman saying that?
Right.
Offensive thing. Cartman saying that. He's a cartoon.
Right.
Get over it, you know?
The Art of Reed stopped in and said hello. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
So,
is there anything in the Dropbox for me?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh crap! I guess I need to do that. All right, okay, guys, we're gonna take a quick little break.
Keep drawing for the stream.
No. I take a quick break.
Keep drawing for the stream.
I've already stopped the recording, so hold on. I at least can put one page in there, you know. Let me just bring it up real quick so I make sure. Guys, if you're not familiar, Avery here is the colorist of Hero, and he's currently in the process of coloring Hero Book 2, and he's up to page 26 right now.
27.
27. Oh, goodness gracious. See, I am so bad. Let me see. 27.
Cool.
Now, 27 is the one you need to do, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, 27 is an easy one. Well, no, it's not an easy one. You're not going to like it. But
whatever.
Yeah, I know. All right,
do I like any of them?
I was going to say that. Does he really like any of them? But I was gonna. I know you guys were saying 9 p.m.'s not good for you guys on Sunday. I was thinking of putting it back to like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay.
Right.
On Sundays?
Yeah, for the art auction.
Oh, okay. 7 o'clock? Yeah, I could probably do that. I can do that a lot easier than 9 o'clock, you know? So, yeah. All right, hold on a second. Let me... Because the sooner I get this up for him, the sooner he can get to work on it, and the sooner he can get paid. You know, it all works out that way.
Tomorrow I won't really be able to work, even though I have the day off, because there'll be people in my house tearing my house apart.
Oh, really? Something's happening, huh?
Yeah, it's an all-day job. That's the reason it's going to cost $1,500 to $2,000 to fix this. Is they've got to tear it into my wall.
And it's not the idiot? It's somebody else?
No, it's a real... I called the people that redid the house back in the 90s. I had their information.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The guy I bought the house from left me the information for the plumber that replumbed a lot of this place back in the late 90s. So I called them.
Okay, good.
It's an all-day job to do this.
Did they come out and give you a quote and all that good stuff?
Yeah, $1,500 to $2,000 depending on parts and labor and repairing the driveway.
All right, well.
Yeah, he's like it may take 6 hours, it may take 10. That's the reason
Right. Okay.
We don't know until we've torn into the wall and can see.
Hopefully it's on the lower end.
Yeah.
My prayers are with you, man. My prayers are with you.
Yeah, that's the reason. Like auction, I need to sell stuff, but I don't have a camera. I can just show a picture. But.
Yeah, you can just just as long as you've got a shot of it or scanned into your computer, you can do that.
All right.
Yeah, but you can come in and sit down, Gord.
Do you get people on there?
I sold. This was the second week, and I sold two things. One to John Dillard's wife, and one to JP. 20. One went for $20 US. One went for 25.
It's not bad. That's not bad. Well, it's definitely a new outlet, so it's worth trying.
Yeah, and I'm just calling it the minor leagues. Like not like Mike or whatever. Oh,
I've got a bunch of sketch cards. I could probably like.
Oh, dude, that would be so awesome.
I've got those sketch cards. I could I could let go in that price range.
Yeah, and that's stuff you've been just sitting on for God. I don't remember how long ago we had those. We did those because I did them too, and I never sold any either. So
yeah, I sold some. Some I just gave away.
Yeah.
And as the more people get to know about it, from Mike's stream, I got Mike advertising it and all that.
Oh, that's great. That's nice, man. That's awesome. That's awesome of him.
Because I said about trying to get on his before I got on his that one week last week.
Yeah, I caught that. He did great, man.
And he suggested starting up, a fan edition. Well, I didn't want to exactly call it fan edition, so I equated it to, baseball or, some sport stuff where, you've got the majors, which, Mike and Ethan and all of them are, and we're the minors. We're the up-and-comers. And as long as people start advertising it on their channels, like here and all that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still have one copy of Edgar Allan Poe that I did at Shadowline Image, and I believe I have one page left that's actually a fairly complete page.
It's stuff you're sitting on, you're not doing anything with. Why the heck not,
Yeah.
Hey, we got another new person. Popstar Princess 123. How's it going, Popstar Princess?
What's up?
Love the name. Absolutely love the name.
All right, so I've got a page now, huh?
Actually, you got two. I gave you 27 and 28.
I've got 2 pages. Is it my birthday? It's not my birthday. My birthday's not till August. Oh, thank you.
As I was saying earlier, for those of you who are new, the other person that's on the stream is Avery Butterworth. He's the one that's got the little red and yellow monster thing. He's my colorist for my book, Hero, and he's currently working on pages 27 and 28 of book 2. And he likes to do the coloring while we stream these episodes. And he's all caught up with everything I had given him, so I had to give him more.
Okay, here they are. They popped up finally. Okay. Cool.
All right, very good.
I got to the folder. I was like, well, where are they? But then they popped up. It took a second.
Good, very good, very good.
Just as long as they didn't pop down. I have no idea what I meant by that, but
No, I don't either.
Avery, Canadian sense of humor. Remember that.
What's that?
When we're dealing with Rick, we're dealing with a Canadian sense of humor. So
hashtag blame Canada.
What's that?
Hashtag blame Canada.
Blame Canada. That's
you know
right.
What? I still haven't forgiven you Canucks for Celine Dion.
There's worse to blame us for. Like Justin Trudeau.
Alanis Morissette. Thank you. Jeez.
Isn't Avril Lavigne also Canadian?
But there's lots of things to thank us for, like William Shatner, James Doohan.
Yeah, Bill Shatner. Billy Shatner.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And maybe Jim Carrey from his good days.
Yeah, okay. He made one of my all-time favorite Grinch movies. And I can't bash him for that because I thought that's one of my all-time favorite Grinch movies.
And of course, let's not forget the great John Candy.
John Candy was Canadian too?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
So is Mike Myers. And
well, that kind of explains a lot there.
Martin Short.
I'm not sure about Martin Short, but possibly.
I believe Martin Short's Canadian because he was on that Canadian TV show. What was it called? That a lot of comedians came from that ended up on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Second City.
Yeah.
The Canadian version of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he was on. I believe he was on that.
I know there's a lot of other Canadians too out there. I can't recall them all.
There was a pretty good sized influx in the, I would say, late 70s, especially early mid 80s of like comedians from Canada. It seemed like. Yeah,
and I know a lot. We had a project up here back a long time ago called the Averitt Arrow, and it was would have revolutionized the avionics industry, from what I hear. But some stuff happened, and NASA ended up snagging a bunch of those scientists up, so they ended up going down there. So we were a big part of your space program, getting man to the moon and all that.
Why won't Photoshop open?
P.S. Meltzer just texted me and Twitter says he's too tired from work today to join. He can barely get off his fat butt off the couch. I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. Oh, that poor guy. Ugh. All right.
If you're still there, Willie, you're also welcome to join the art stream on Sunday night too.
Who's that?
Oh, Willie Reed.
Oh, okay.
The art. He's an artist too.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get more and more artists on. We need a lot of two things. We need more of the one though. People willing to buy and being able to buy, and of course we need people able to sell. I've got lots and lots of stuff to sell, and I have no qualm selling a lot of my stuff at the moment, especially with trying to raise funds for my trip to El Salvador.
Oh, nice.
I stopped trying to sell my work because I wasn't getting what I wanted for it. So I just said this wasn't worth it, and I stopped.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, say you come on and that page that you've got, you want $50 for it. I'll start it at, maybe 40 or something like that. And hopefully it'll get up to 50 or more, depending on, how many people we got are willing to buy.
Yeah.
A minimum of what you want is nice. If you can get higher, through lots of people being there to bid, fine.
You never know. There could be a bidding war on something that you have,
Yeah. Well, heck, my Selim Android on Mike's got $75, and then the guy gave me actually $100. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
That is nice. That's great.
And then although my Lone Star didn't get quite as much, but it wasn't inked either, so.
Yeah.
It might have got more if it was inked, but still, I'm not complaining. It's $20 I didn't have. And hopefully, over time, I can get on mics a little bit more too.
All right, guys.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only thing I'm liking about this sketch tonight is his face. Everything else not working for me, so it's okay. Sometimes you gotta take the good, you take the bad, take them all, and there you have Facts of Life. Who was your favorite character in the Facts of Life? Avery or Rick?
Joe.
Yeah, but didn't she fall for George Clooney? Wasn't he her?
I don't remember. I was a little kid.
I think everybody liked Joe.
Well, Joe was the hot one.
Well, Joe and Blair were hot.
Joe was.
You never really thought of Tootie or I think Natalie as hot because they were younger of the two. Although by the time
I don't know. I think when I was watching Facts of Life, they were all older than me.
Yeah, I think they were probably a lot older.
Yeah.
So
weird how we got deviated to that. We got to get back on track. We got to get back to something.
I don't know. It's not a bad topic to talk about, but I liked Joe.
I think she's the only one I can remember, to be honest with you. Now that Rick mentioned Tootie, I remember her now, but I don't. I remember Mrs. Garrett. I miss Mrs. Garrett and Joe, and that's pretty much it. That was all I could remember.
Blair, the rich one, and Tootie, the black girl. Natalie, the overweight girl.
Oh yes, now I remember Natalie. Okay, yeah, okay. Well.
And then of course the first season there was a whole bunch more, but for the second season they changed a lot.
Wasn't Leah Remini one of the girls they added to it?
She might have been there the first season. Like I said, the first season they had almost 10 girls. There were 6 or 7 girls.
Yeah, when they made the show like that.
Wasn't it like a boarding school or something at the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's still at the beginning for about the first.
Then it became a bakery or something like that, or Mrs. Garrett's Bakery or something. And they all
you take the
there?
good, you take the bad, you take them both. That's you have the facts of life.
Kodiak.
The facts of life.
How you do? How you feeling any better, man? You all
right?
Yeah,
my wife made me go ride my bike a little bit with the fam. We went for a walk and I rode my bike and I feel a little bit better.
All right.
I was hitting it hard again today. It was just not working.
Yeah, I thought it was really weird that on Elliot Fernandez's live stream, Avery said something along the line of, he looks like, one of the lovable goofballs or doofuses or whatever he said. And your response was, it's Andrew. And then Avery's cracking up and laughing his ass off. And nobody else on the stream's like, who the hell are they talking about?
No, because
that was the funniest part.
We know.
Yeah, none of them knew who you were talking about. So, because you know what? One of these days, I'm going to get introduced to some of those guys, and they're going to go, "Oh, so you're the lovable goofball."
Well, I'm trying to get them to come over to your. Both of us is trying to get them to come over to your show. So,
well, that's
building the mystery.
Elliot did subscribe to both of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether he subscribed to me yet.
That was actually today because remember I said I was feeling it hard again today, but I seen that he had subscribed and it encouraged me. Like I said that I set out to put more stuff on my channel, so I need to do that. So.
All right, so Kodiak, what do you think of my bear that I'm doing?
All right, let's look at it.
It's bearable.
Is that the mascot for Bear Gravy?
The bear.
Could be.
He's the Bear Gravy chef.
Actually, he's the pie master maker.
You might end up with that tattooed on my hand.
Oh, good God.
Bear Gravy, twice the tea and twice the protein.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to really make that a thing. Like Bear Gravy versus Wolf's Milk. Malin will love it.
Yeah, just do it but we need an audience big enough so we can troll each other over it.
I'm sure it's coming.
Well, see, that's the thing is maybe a bunch of us need to get in a mail-in stream. The 4 of us or more.
Just be like Bear Gravy.
Bear Gravy. Be like if you're lactose intolerant, go with Bear Gravy instead of Wolf's Milk.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so I need to apologize to the guys that put on the Beyond Tales from Beyond the Gate Indiegogo.
Why?
Because we did a spotlight on it on my last live stream on Friday, and we talked to Todd Mulroney about it. And I mentioned that the $200 thing where you could get a sketch by one of the creators, including the pros. Well, it turns out the word that I misread was excluding the pros. So we were talking about how, get an Ethan Van Sciver drawing for $2,200 and so forth. That'd be great. I went back and reread it and said, God, what an idiot I am. So when I reposted the video where I clipped out just the interview with him talking about it, I actually edited that part out and explained that I was being stupid because I couldn't read properly. And, you can't get a sketch from Ethan Van Sciver for $200. Sorry.
Good.
You're gonna have to
back on that. I noticed when John Dillard was on Ethan's show that when he said excluding the pros, I realized that had happened.
Yeah, that I had screwed up. So yeah, it's a simple matter of I'm very bad with words and I'm horrible when it comes to reading them as well.
No big foul. They can go read it for them damn selves.
I know, but I felt bad. But I also edited out the part where Kodiak described what fifis meant. So I didn't think that was necessary for the interview.
Did that go in the vault though?
Oh, it's still available on the live stream. You can go watch on the live stream.
Well, did it go in the vault, the Andrew vault?
No. I didn't. I'm not wasting time editing any of this crap. It takes too much energy. Plus, one of the reasons why I don't edit the live streams anymore is because you lose the chat when you do that. When you download the thing and then
I didn't know that.
So you lose the chat. So
I've just got a question for you. If you're bad with words, why are you writing your book?
I do have a co-writer and I have an editor. And trust me, I kept my editor very, very busy with the first 2 books. So much so he doesn't want to be involved in the 3rd book, which is okay. So, that's not the reason. It's Comicsgate's the reason, by the way.
Yeah. He stands with Mark Waid.
He's not down with the struggle, and that's okay. That's whatever.
It's not okay. It's not okay at all.
It's okay with me. I mean,
I think he's a traitor.
That's all right.
You're welcome to those thoughts.
Yeah. Well, do you remember that? Podcasting Facebook group that podcasting Facebook group that I got kicked out of recently? Mm-hmm. The funny thing was he had posted something there, and I liked what he had posted, and then it was the next day I was kicked. So I don't know if he brought it to their attention or if they saw it themselves or what, but Okay.
If you have 2 cameras set up, how do you get Google Hangouts to change cameras?
If you go up to the sprocket, click it obviously, and then for your settings, then you click where it's the top box where it's webcam. And then
nice.
Do you have 2 cameras set up?
Yeah.
If one of them's a FaceTime camera, we don't want to see it.
FaceTime. Gotta love my beautiful face.
That was mean, Andrew. What's with that? That was uncalled for.
He's learning from us.
Oh, see there, he shows us his face. Damn it. Kodiak, what are you trying to do? Scare the kids?
I don't feel like drawing.
That's why.
I give up.
I give up. Avery, draw my book.
I say that at least once a week.
Yeah.
I give up. I'm done. Life is over. God hates me.
That part by the way was funny, Kodiak.
Avery,
draw my book.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of feeling.
Kodiak, can you afford me?
Yeah, exactly. That's money is the issue. 100%. My wife asked me, she's like, "But if you won the lottery, would you still have any desire to be a comic book writer, artist, blah, whatever she said?" And I'm like, yeah, then I could pay people to do it. It's like, it doesn't take my desire to get my story out.
Yeah, just imagine Hero drawn, painted by Alex Ross.
Nice.
No.
If I won the lottery, that would happen. It'd be at least a 4-page backup story. Yeah.
Figure out who the Hero drawn by
painted
Doug.
Doug could rock it, dude.
Dude, I could probably afford that right now.
Yeah.
I could probably get him to do a page or 2.
Yeah. Or at least a fan page, like something to add to your book.
No,
that's actually something. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask.
A pinup.
Yeah, but he'd have to be impressed with it first. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And as far as I know, he doesn't even know we exist.
Yeah. Well,
that's all right.
It's only time.
Yep. When we get to 6 figures, young lady, he's definitely gonna notice us.
Yeah. We're not gonna get there without a whole lot of help.
It's all right. It's okay.
A whole lot of help that may not come. And
hey, Kodiak's winning the lottery, so I'm gonna rely on him to help us out. So.
Kodiak. 6 figures.
That's right. That's right.
My sister's been texting us for 10 years, telling us what she'd do if she won the lotto, and it's just like, come on, stop. It's just like every time there's a big multi-million, she'll even drive to Georgia to get a silly ticket.
What's it up to now, by the way? Oh, okay.
She'll let me know. She'll let me know at some point.
I played a few days ago. I just haven't checked my numbers, so.
Ooh, all right. Maybe you're the big winner.
Commodore's here. How's it going, Commodore?
What's up, Commodore?
He says, "Is there any troublemakers that you need me to beat up with my wrench?" Not yet, but I'm sure we'll get them eventually, man.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
I had one earlier today.
I think I'm the biggest troublemaker here.
Followed by Kodiak, and then followed by Rick. So yeah.
Yeah, all the troublemakers are on the panel.
Kodiak writes, "I'm troublemaking."
I do my best, y'all.
I forgot I already gave him a wrench, but Commodore says, "If I won the lotto, I'd probably wake up poorer than I am when I went to bed." That's like me at payday. You know, it used to be I'd get paid on Thursday, and by Friday we were broke again. So, but yeah, I'd win the lottery on Monday, and I'd be dead a week later.
I'm kind of trying to pull the Ellis thing tonight. Look at me, guys. I'm Ellis. You get it? You get it? You get it?
You're just a weirdo.
Just don't pee on stream.
Dirty Doug. All right, so
that wasn't Doug. That was
Ellis.
Did it? Well, no, it was Doug who drew the picture of Red Sonja peeing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but it was Ellis that peed.
Oh,
I think he honestly drew the pee to try to throw the match. Boy, did he not know his crowd?
Well, guys, I'm not going to admit to you any of the things I've done while we've been on stream. So,
I've peed on stream.
Wolf's milk. No bear gravy.
No bear gravy.
Commodore says, "I was implying it would probably be a dream." Well, hey, you never know. There's somebody out there that wins the lottery almost every week, you know? At least some portion of the lottery. It could be one of us one of these days.
My sister just always has these wild things like, we'll all move on a lake together. I'm like, not together. What are you talking about?
It's like, no, that's all right.
One of the managers I work with, the IT guy, he walked past him and he said, "Hey, how's it going? 5 out of 6." And I said, "What did you say to him?" I said, "I called him 5 out of 6. I said, "Why did you call him 5 out of 6? He said, "You remember that big, huge lottery from like a few months ago where it was like $260 million? Well, he hit 5 out of 6 numbers." And I went, "Really?" I said, "How much?" And I asked him, I said, "How much did you miss it by?" And he said, my number was 14 and the number that came up was 16. He literally, he got $10,000. But he got 10,000, which was great. And after taxes, it was close to 7. But he was two digits away from 250 million. You know, never having to work again, never having to, his kids never having to worry about anything.
Yeah, my sister's every time there's a big number, she's even already done all the math. Like she's put it into the highest tax bracket. She's one-time payout because she's a one-time payout person. She figures the one-time payout, then she does the taxes, and she's like, and this is what we're left with.
Yeah, well, you gotta play to win, right, Avery?
Yeah.
Oh, guys! I'm gonna white box me for a minute because I got to show you all something.
I
got. Ooh, damn, I almost opened my wallet to you all.
Oh,
nice. I've seen that.
I got the most fantastic, wonderful, perfect, beautiful fortune cookie yesterday, or was it Saturday? It was Sunday. It was me and Avery went to lunch.
Yeah.
It says, "Your goal will be met next month."
Dope. Actually.
Is that not freaking awesome?
I had 3 fortune cookies today.
You did? Yeah. What did they say?
You will go home and masturbate.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Twice.
Right out the window.
Bear gravy.
Yeah. Dude, I've got to build a stockpile for distribution. It's the new supplement.
The only problem with that is, how many goals do you have in life?
Well, next month I only have one goal, and that's my Indiegogo campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, I'm saying.
Yeah. Your goal will be met. We'll have it up.
That's right. All right, guys. So
as I about the goal of achieving what you wanted.
Commodore says it's a 4chan cookie.
It's a 4chan.
And he also said, Avery, if you pee on stream again, don't cross the streams.
Have you?
Nobody is at Avery's house with him while we're doing this, y'all. He's there by himself. Okay.
As far as you know.
We don't even know what he's wearing under the what is that desk called that they do the news? The
anchor desk?
Yeah, we don't know what's going on below the anchor desk. Like, you don't know if I'm wearing pants right now.
Yeah. If I'm at home by myself, I'm not wearing pants. It ain't happening, pal.
I'll save you all the suspense. I'm wearing pants.
Oh.
I'm wearing shorts.
I know it's weird living in a house.
All these disclaimers. Somebody's got a guilty conscience.
Yeah. I'm owning it. I own my degeneracy. They're trying to hide something, which means it's way, way worse than anything I'm doing.
Hey, I've peed in a stream many times before. Of course, they were water-based.
Nice. Dude, he's quick on the wit today.
Man, now I lost what I was doing. Hold on. I'm gonna start working on my my puppet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we need 2 sets of puppets.
Yep.
Have you worked on a script yet?
No, that's not important right this second. Creating the puppets is the first.
Yeah, the puppets are. The script for these things changes. Like, we write the scripts we come up with super fast. Like, it's one 30-minute conversation about whatever the big hype is at the moment, because they have to be topical.
Okay. So he's actually making a puppet for that thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it won't be back until the puppets are made.
Yes.
That's a cool idea, like behind the scenes during the streams, but this is kind of like a behind the scenes.
Now the funny part is I actually bought tools in order to make a mimickin of Hero, and I never actually finished it. So I already had the clay, but
yeah, I've got clay too. I got a bunch of it. I've wanted to do clay figurines of my characters before.
Yes, but my this is going to be this character is going to be Samantha Smirk, the nerdy
field reporter.
Field reporter, yeah. She's kind of a little bit of an NPC, but
yeah, she's going to be.
Oh, so you're not doing the Legos anymore? What? I don't
know.
No, we're switching. We're doing the same bit, but we're switching it to puppets.
We're switching it to puppets.
Because puppets are interesting. Yeah. And we're going to do the movie reviews on my channel with a different set of puppets.
Yeah, I swear they need to be Andrew and Avery puppets. I think that'd be funny.
They can't. They could be Andrew and Avery puppets. But I can say rougher, harsher stuff as a puppet than I can as me.
Yeah.
Because it's a puppet. You know what?
Is that Play-Doh? What do you got there?
I forgot what type of clay this is, but it's a non-hardening clay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
I got a whole bunch. If you're any good at that, I got some gray stuff that I might give to you.
I'm not really good at it at all, but the guy whose video I watched on how to make a puppet made the model for the head with clay, and I was like, why is he doing that? Well, what he did is once he got it into the shape he wanted, he covered it with little bits of masking tape in order to make a layer, and you only have to do half the face, half the head because it's symmetrical. And I was like, why clay? Well, then when he used the razor to cut the tape so that it was perfectly symmetrical and get rid of the excess, it made perfect sense because you cut into the clay, it's not going to hurt anything, you know? So if you used a foam ball or something, it might get it's just a good idea, and I'm following along with the way the guy told me to do it. So
yeah, he doesn't want to mess things up as like he usually does.
Yeah, Commodore says everyone. Yeah, I know. Commodore says everybody knows Anderson Cooper and Tucker Carlson don't wear pants on the news. I bet you that's true. And then he says, I think I saw the same puppet making video too. Yeah, well, if you Google or in YouTube, you look for how to make a puppet, it's like the very first one that comes up. But the guy has a lot of followers, and he has a lot of different videos on step-by-step for making it. And I'm like, I'm going to follow it. And I got most of the materials to do the first part. I still need to get the contact cement, which is like just a paint-on type of glue that works with just, anything from paper to foam, which is what we're using is foam. And I don't want to buy the cheap ass stuff they sell at Walmart because that's not what he used. So I got to go to an art store and get the good. I got to go to the store and get actually good stuff. So
get the good stuff.
Get the good stuff. But I've made at least 4 clay mimicking heads for Hero in order to make like a 3D model of Hero. So I've done it before several times, and lo and behold, I can't find a single damn one of them around here. So I kept 1 or 2 of them, I think. But the clay is probably already hard by now, so that's what she said. But
you suck.
I had to tell the wife that I went out and got dinner for her and Mike. I went to Panera because that's what they wanted. And I brought home the Panera, and it comes in a brown paper bag. And I had to warn the wife. I said, hey, if you go into the kitchen and there's a brown paper bag on the floor, don't kick it or, step on it, because the kitten might be hiding in it, because she likes to hide in paper bags. We actually have a in the kitchen, we have an old laundry hamper filled with plastic bags, like from Walmart, Publix, or wherever else we go, that I use when I go take the dog for a walk for cleaning up after the dog. Which, by the way, there is a separate place in hell for people who don't clean up after their dogs.
There's a separate place in hell for people that have dogs.
I will make my dog eat you. Andrew, have you ever done this before?
Have I ever done this before? Yes and no. Yes, I've made clay figures. No, they've never been very successful. But I'm just working on an idea.
So
Commodore says, didn't he make a miniature and then print the stencil he cut out bigger? Yes, he did. He showed you how to create the stencil and then how to make it bigger. And in the video, I thought was really weird is he took the stencil that he created to Kinko's to have it printed out. I'm like, dude, I can just do that in Photoshop.
So why did you abandon the Lego idea?
It just takes too long.
Oh, you think this is going to take less time?
Well,
the mouths, yes.
Yes. The intention is to make this just like a Muppet puppet, Mm-hmm. I mean, a real, type thing. And
yeah, probably once he gets the puppets made, or Muppets, whatever you want to call them, it'll be easy.
I mean, if it don't work, let's just see if we can't purchase generic puppets.
We'll see. This process costs less than doing that.
That's
actually
true.
we have a friend from high school that made puppets professionally, and Avery was like, we could reach out to him, and then Avery said, well, he'd probably have to charge us a couple $1,000. So.
Yeah, that's his.
Because there's a lot of work that goes involved in these things.
Oh yeah, and his puppets are
fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And as
what's that? Go ahead.
And as we get further along as creators ourselves, there's an ethics that goes with it. You know, we wouldn't want too much free stuff. You know, it's like support your local artist type of mentality.
Yeah, I would want to pay him what he's worth, and what he's worth is easily $1,000 a puppet.
Yeah.
To custom make, but he will make a unique character. Like, I'll tell him this is what the character is, and he will make a very unique property for me. It will be professional quality.
By the way, those DC Lucho toys, Andrew,
yeah.
Did you see a price on them?
Nope.
$35 a piece.
That doesn't really surprise me.
No, I was like, when he first said it, he said they're coming out in packs of 2, is what he said. And what he meant was they're coming out in groups of 2, like 2 in March, 2 whatever.
Oh,
okay. And then he realized what he did, because he said $35. I'm like, $35 for 2? That's what? 1 for 20 and 1 for 15 about, you know? That works out.
Who are you talking about, by the way?
There's this show that I'm subbed to that does the walkabout on Toy Fair.
Oh, okay. Well, I had no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah. No, dude, these are designer toys. They always cost more. That's not those are obviously designer toys meant for a very limited specialty market.
But I just realized something when they were showing NECA and all that stuff. Right now, everything's designer toys, because with the removal of Toys R Us, you can't get them but to go through the internet, and now that means these toy places can raise their prices.
Yeah, designer. Oh, dude, have you ever seen Ashley Wood's figures?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Avery's a huge fan of Ashley Wood's figures.
Oh my god, dude!
I don't even know if I want to see, because I'm wanting to get back into figures, and then I'm seeing that they're like, I just now got okay with paying $20 a figure. I literally just like 2 days ago said, okay, I'll pay $2 a figure.
Oh, okay. Look up Supreme Nom. I have that on eBay. Do it on eBay so it's a safe search, so you won't see the naughty toys he makes. But I have Supreme Nom from 3A.
So you just basically, in bear language, you threw some bear gravy on and said, go to Google.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do it on eBay.
No, I'm on Google.
I have the white version of Supreme Nom.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's
that's some 9 Inch Nails, or I can't think of it, but that's some. Yeah, I love that.
So Commodore says, so is this going to be a rod?
It's the gas mask with the ballet heels and the.
Yeah, there nothing vulgar came up. Oh, I see over here.
Some of them like it's a chick with a strap on and a giant robot and a parka. Dude, and that figure's a couple $100, or at least it was when I bought it. Three A's toys are awesome.
To answer your question, Commodore, most likely it's going to be a sleeve puppet, one that you stick your hand up and go blah, 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 blah.
You stick your
hand up this puppet's butt?
Yeah, it's going to have, like, you use sticks to move the arms.
Here we are.
I never said the words butt.
Those are awesome.
You guys are just always imagining it.
What's that?
My screen.
Yes, I have the white one.
This one right here.
Yes.
And who's responsible for these toys?
Ashley Wood. 3A. He used to be at IDW, but he's the reason I used to buy IDW books. He did the Metal Gear comic.
Yeah.
And he did Popbot. That was his stuff. And he's an amazing artist, dude. Some of his stuff is... I'm fine with it, but it's risque for the stream.
Yeah. Oh, it's right up. You know me. You see my work. It's right up my alley. That Optimus Prime is sick.
Oh yeah, their licensed stuff is pretty amazing.
Oh, this is a artwork. Yeah, it hasn't even brought up. It hasn't even brought up the toys yet.
Oh, wait till you see the toy of the Optimus Prime.
Has he ever done comics and panels this way in his art?
Tons of it.
Yeah, because that's amazing.
Tons of it. Like he started, like he did some Marvel stuff way back when, but once he got on, he did Hellspawn for McFarlane for a while, and while he was on Hellspawn, he really developed his style, and then went off doing his own thing at IDW and started his own toy line for designer toys. And
I love that cowboy.
The Blind Cowboy.
Yeah, Blind Cowboy.
Oh, dude, yeah, I want that one. That one's like $300-400.
Oh man, I told you not to tell me the prices. See, that always depresses me. Like, NECA is coming out a whole bunch of really cool stuff, and it's just
the Ashley Wood stuff's on a whole nother level because it looks like his artwork.
I want to see the.
Actually, McFarlane made some Spawn toys that look like his artwork and some of his covers when he was on Spawn, when he was doing the Hellspawn. It's awesome.
His Optimus is pretty neat. That's got to be a pretty penny.
I think it's like a $300 toy.
Oh, that's not that bad.
If you can find it.
It's not bad. $300 toy.
No, it's not bad for Transformer toys. A aftermarket transfer toy or
It might be more because a lot of their toys, when they launch them, they sell out within 24 hours.
Yeah. But no, I mean,
I was just going to say the crazy thing about that, you buy a toy for that much, do you really want to open it and play with it? It just becomes display.
Actually, yeah.
Since they're boxed, you can open them. You can open box things. It's fine.
Yeah. That's true.
It's things in a blister pack you can't open because you destroy the package to open it.
I want the NECA Ninja Turtle set, the classic Ninja Turtles. They're gonna have a 2-pack Rocksteady and Bebop that I want this year. I want to try to get before they raise the prices. You know, people buy them up and you can only get them on eBay. They are introducing what they're calling their first as 100th issue, because they've done 100 Predator figures. So for their 100th one is going to be what they call like the original Predator or something like that. I can't think of the name of it, but he's got like this white face, and he's got like bones like prehistoric Predator, right? Like no technology on him. Like what would it be in prehistoric Predator? What are they called? Yaojuis? That Yaojue, it's like Yaojue Prime for that their home planet or whatever. But the cool thing about the mask, do you remember seeing the DVD stuff on Predator where they showed the original costume that Jean-Claude Van Damme had to wear?
No.
When did Jean-Claude Van Damme be in a Predator movie?
He had the very first Predator movie. He was the very first Predator.
No, he was not.
Yep, and he was fired off the set because once they got the new costume from Stan Winston, they needed a tall guy, and they couldn't have Jean-Claude Van Damme. In fact, I can even show you. I think it's him next to Carl Weathers. It blew my mind too because I didn't know it until I was in my 30s. So,
really,
yeah.
Yeah, I never heard it either.
What you working on over there, Rick?
Just did some sketch cards that are going to go with the people that bought my artwork.
Excellent.
Sketch card.
Very
and
cool.
The one guy that paid $100, I'm giving him a free sketch and color of the Canadian Shield.
Excellent, excellent.
Nice.
figure, and as I said, I think on Sunday or no Saturday when I was on here, I'm giving anybody who gets a donation or buys a piece off me, they're getting the free digital that I have at the moment of my #1 for the Canadian Shield. It's being remastered, and they'll get that too for free.
Very nice.
When it
Very
comes
cool.
out. Anybody, as far as I'm concerned, anybody that gets the free copy of or gets a copy of the Canadian Shield #1 gets, especially the digital. You know, it doesn't cost me nothing to give them the remastered version.
Right.
I like those trading cards. Those are pretty neat. Hey, Andrew, take a look at my screen. It'll blow your mind.
Oh.
That looks like it was photoshopped.
No, brother, it's not. Here's the original costume, too. It looked like something out of the Power Rangers, and they were like, they had filmed most of the movie. They're still waiting on the costume. They're still waiting on the costume. And they're like, and it came in, and they looked at it, and they're like, what the heck is this? And that's funny. I forgot they did that in this movie. They had the, see this? This is an homage in the last movie to that costume. This was the costume.
Wow.
Here's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. The Predator. So they got this thing in, and it looked like something out of a Japanese movie or a Power Rangers movie. That was my words, not theirs, but that's what it looked like. So they went to Stan Winston. Said Arnold said, "Hey, I worked with Stan on this movie called The Terminator. They did a good job. Let's get them to do us the works." So they went to town. So the whole time the movie's being filmed, they don't know what they're looking at quite real.
Well, if you remember, like the first 2/3 of the movie, you had no idea what the Predator looked like anyway.
Right.
It was always in shadow and so forth.
That might have been a happy accident. That might have been something because of this. And I feel like it was the beauty of that movie. So the new Predator toy is going to have that as its mask, like it's wearing some beast from its planet as a mask, but it's a Predator under the mask. So cool.
Huh.
So yeah, that's some history in the Predator.
And who's putting out that toy?
NECA.
Okay.
So it's really cool.
That stand-in's costume is hideous.
It's gross. and the fact is I was a huge Van Damme kid. Huge. And to find this out when I'm an adult in my 30s, I'm just like that's why I giggled at y'all's reaction. I was exactly the same way. That's a lie. But when I heard it for the first time, at least it was on the DVD commentary. So it was like, yeah. So,
all right, favorite Van Damme movie?
Cyborg.
Time Cop.
Time Cop's great, but it's just current. I have that Cyborg just has a feel and a sound to it and a history itself, because it was supposed to be the sequel to Masters of the Universe or whatever, and they had blew about $1 million or a couple $1 million on Masters of the Universe 2, and then they pulled out. So they're like, well, why don't we just get a real quick script and use all this stuff and put out a movie? So thus Cyborg. But as far as a superior movie, Time Cop is a superior, well put together theater movie. But Cyborg is a nice underground movie, you know? A movie so bad. Sorry.
I saw an interview with him once where he was talking about making a blood sport and how the guys that made and produced the movie paid him like piddly squat, and they went on to make millions and millions worldwide, and he didn't get anything from it because, you know, he was at the time, he was an unknown, and you know, he was just an actor. He was just some guy coming up in the ranks, and they used him, abused him, and then made lots and lots of money off him.
I love Hollywood.
Murder. America.
They even called him. They called him up to the office and said, "You will not be a star."
Oh, well.
That's the bare version of that. I don't know if they actually called him up to an office, but so I'm really interested in what you're doing because I don't think I understood when you said masking tape and all that.
Well, what you're supposed to do, and it's working somewhat, is you take the masking tape little pieces at a time, and you make several layers around the shape that you're going to make the Muppet's head out of. And then what you do is when you trim the tape to be symmetrical for what you're trying to do, you then cut it off and you put it on some craft paper. You trace it out, and what I'm pretty much doing is I'm making a flat mold for the head of the puppet. This is like a cheap way to do it, but it's an effective way. So, hey D, how's it going, man?
What's up, D?
Commodore says they should have made Masters of the Universe 2. I want to see James Tolkien with a shotgun again. Eat lead, slackers. And then D says, just got, what are you making? To make a long story short, D,
puppet.
We're making puppets.
Hello, puppet.
Did you leave and come back?
Yeah, I dropped out. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, you left.
Boomer. Boomer.
I was trying to pull up the chat so that I can catch it for you while you were working, and I accidentally hit the X button.
Well, that's all right.
I completely missed your explanation, but it'll be good.
It's all right.
I'll be in surprise. D, love of all things, just got here. What are you making? Oh, making a puppet.
Kodiak, I'm so glad to know you're behind us by at least like 2 or 3 minutes. So.
Oh, did you read all that?
Yes.
Ah, I just pulled an Andrew.
I just pulled an Andrew. I love it. Like Kodiak's already well trained.
Yeah, he's perfect for this stream.
I am one with the way of Andrew.
I'm just glad they make Masters of the Universe too.
Oh, see you hating on my movie. Probably would have been.
I love Masters of the Universe.
Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Cross. They have Masters of the Universe movie toys coming out from NECA, which is the God Skeletor, which looks beast mode, and the Skeletor all in black. And remember, you and I was both saying that was the best part of the movie, was Skeletor.
Skeletor did look really cool.
Yeah, and the actor was freaking Langella. How do you say his last name?
I must admit, for that movie, he was the closest looking character to what.
I remember when I was a little kid, I thought it was Jack Palance, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does look like Jack Palance, actually.
Yeah, he looks like Jack Palance with all that. I'm like, is that Jack Palance?
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't know until I was an adult, because I watched, what's the female pirate movie that flopped, but I loved?
I don't know.
Morgan, Cutthroat Island. You remember that one?
Yes,
no.
Cutthroat Island, yes.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in that.
That's actually one that Jennifer and I went to see when we were first dating.
Oh, interesting. Damn, you're old. I was a kid, a teenager. My dad was still alive back then. Oldie.
Okay, we're in our 40s.
It makes sense because my sister took me to see it, and she'd have been driving, and she's about y'all's age.
Yeah.
I haven't made the 40s yet, but like I'm 2 years younger than the group of guys that Bree is shitting on.
Brie Larson.
Oh, guys, it's gonna go what?
Oh, dude, the infestation of cat moms.
Oh, I knew you was gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
What?
Oh, boy.
So one of my movies one of my videos that I just made that I have to post.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and my daughter watching 2 videos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets to pick one, and she was well aware. I was like, I'm going to show you Battle Alita, Angel, and then I'm going to show you Captain Marvel. Neither one has she seen. We don't have TV, so she's not seen either one. Guess which one? Spoiler alert.
Catalina.
Dude, I tried my pants off because that one looks amazing, but no, she said battle angel doesn't smile. That was a blow at me. That was she
does smile.
No, the point was she's heard me say Captain Marvel's actress doesn't smile as just a sarcastic blow. So she threw that at me. But yeah, she picked Captain Marvel. And then I said, if you had to choose one between Dragon Ball Super or Captain Marvel, she chose Dragon Ball, so at least there was little vindication. But then it did make me realize as a dad, they are going after. They're right. It's not for us, and there's a reason it's not for us. You know, it's a reason it's not just in your 30s white men. It's just whatever. Anyways, moving along. My daughter picked Captain Marvel, and I kind of knew she would because of what Elliot said. Elliot said that they were in the parking lot, and she said something about that don't look like a Batmobile because he said it looks like a Batmobile, and he's like, do you even know what a Batmobile is? And then just a few steps later, she went all nuts about Captain Marvel, and he's like, aha. So
odds are some of the stuff we're worried about being in the movie probably won't be there.
Right. Oh, I already noticed that the trailers have 100% changed.
Yeah, because they talked a lot of political stuff about Black Panther, but then when you watched it, you're like, this is mostly just another Marvel action movie.
Yeah. And see, I missed out on the political stuff, so I rather enjoyed Black Panther. So it wasn't until I got out of the theater that I started hearing the political shit.
Yeah.
I just ignored it for the most part because it was all funny. Oh yeah, this is the first black superhero movie.
Blade, Meteor Man. Yeah.
He did not just say Meteor Man.
Every time you bring this up to a person, yes, I brought up Meteor Man, and it's not I've never seen it. I brought it up because it's brought up a lot. Apparently, it's a fave. It's a fan fave.
Yeah. There was Meteor Man, Blank Man. Blade.
I like.
Don't bring up
Hancock.
Wasn't there a movie called Handyman? No, that was Blank Man. I like Blank Man. That don't count though.
I like Meteor Man.
I've never seen it. I heard it was good. I just never got a chance to see it.
Yeah, it's more comedy based.
Meteor Man.
Yeah.
I've never seen Steel either.
Oh, Steel.
Oh, Steel was a turd, dude.
Maybe that's what they mean. It was the first superhero movie to get the superhero treatment. Like
Meteor Man was made into a comic after the movie. Steel was based on a comic character.
Right. And that's a good point to think in retrospect is it's the first one because even Blade wasn't given the comic book treatment. Black Panther was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Blade was kind of realistic action flick. You could put it along, Wesley Snipes' early stuff.
It had that Marvel logo.
You're right. But, I mean...
It counted to me.
Yeah. It counts, but... how do you put it?
And
it wasn't kid friendly. It wasn't...
No.
And that movie was badass.
Dude, the first Blade movie's great.
Yeah.
The second one's okay. The third one...
Yeah, you've heard the behind the scenes stuff on that?
No, I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel makes any movie she's in better.
I agree, especially Blue or whatever that movie was.
I was just gonna say a lot of.
Oh, wait, after the conversation we was having earlier, to hear Andrew say, "I can't hold this any longer."
That was Avery.
That's what I meant.
I can't control the pen. My arm's totally wrecked.
I was gonna say all the number 3 of superhero movies seem to be really bad, or like I'd say 90% of them.
So what happens if? Yeah, we know we're pissed off at the actress. What happens, especially when they gave this new trailer the new treatment? Even I was like, oh, they threw her laughing in there. It's just funny. You know that was not in there. We all know that was not in there. And it's like, it looks like a new scene, you know? I don't know. I don't.
Odds are this is probably a lot like Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like that C-level Ant-Man quality.
So in other words, if we're able to take ourselves out of the politics, it'll be a fun movie.
Maybe so.
Cool. Well,
there's a chance all the political stuff they're doing is just BS.
Mm.
And when you go see it, it's probably just the same qualities like Ant-Man.
Well, it's more and more seeming like it's more her than anybody else.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
We just hear a lot of Kodiak's kids in the background.
Yeah, I asked that they quiet down, but my wife decided
they need to torture Dad.
Yeah, I have one of the best offices, but unfortunately it's open face into the rest of the house.
It's all right. We forgive you.
This time.
And last time, and the time before last, and last time.
Okay.
That's the last time. The last time was the last time.
Every time will be this time.
Avery, you're a good person. You don't need to be abused this way.
But I like it.
Oh, you know
he's a masochist.
I pay extra for the abuse.
You know, I just realized I skipped a step. I didn't really skip a step. I skipped ahead. I was supposed to scan this, enlarge it, and then cut it out.
Yeah, Commodore, I seen Spawn in the theater. We got free tickets from a comic book store.
Oh yeah, that's right. Spawn, yeah, Spawn.
Yep. But Spawn doesn't fully count because
yes, it does.
He's more a burn victim than he is anything else.
But he's supposed to be black, so
yeah,
that's what he's talking about.
All right, well, guys, I worked at a comic book store when Spawn originally came out, and I was surprised at how many black guys came into the store looking for it because it was about a black character. They had no idea who created it. They didn't know anything about it. They just had heard that it was about a black character, so they came in to support it. And I'm like, dude, it's awesome. Look at the art. It's amazing. Well, that's not what they were there for. So Todd McFarlane took advantage of that little bit. You know?
I don't think so. I don't think he did it on purpose.
Name a single other main character in the Image lineup that was a black guy.
He didn't do it for that purpose.
Chapel.
No.
Was Chapel really that major or important?
No, and in
the grand history, none of them are.
Yeah.
One of the things that got Rob Liefeld upset with the current books and current people in comics, he's like, I was putting black characters back in everything back when I was on X-Force, and I was getting turned down. And so he's like, don't act like you're new or you're, so. So it wasn't just that was the attitude. That was why not? McFarlane's attitude was the right attitude. Why not? Why not? It's not, I'm not going to capitalize. He couldn't have known that it would become like that, But what he did know is, this is a good bridge between the medium. As a matter of fact, I like his story of what gave him the idea to make Spawn black was that he wanted to do a panel with Spider-Man where the guy is like, says something derogatory about his assailant, And Spider-Man looks at him and says, "What color do you think I am under here? Because you don't know. I could be anything." You know? So that's the day he decided to make him black. And we're talking just the right attitude versus the SJW attitude.
Yeah, exactly. Do it because it's a good idea, not because you have an agenda.
Yeah.
Well, that was back in the 90s. We don't live in those days anymore, so.
That's it, kids. I'm going to kill you until you die from being murdered to death. Die. Ah!
Well, that's like when I created my universe. You know, I have a diversity, and I just did it because, you know, I thought it'd be a good idea. You know?
You know what I just realized?
What's
Avery?
That?
I don't have any black characters in my comic.
In Hero?
Yeah. I don't have any.
Hero is brown.
I don't have any white characters either.
You racist.
Racist.
Oh, so that reminds me, Avery. I was just thinking about the whole idea of making Hero into a puppet. I don't have a clue what Hero's voice is.
Oh.
You know, I mean, Ethan's always talking about how, you know, Cyberfrog has a voice he can recognize. I don't think I know what Hero's voice is. I mean, I have an idea of what Brock's voice is like. He's very much like a Rocky, you know. Adrian, you know.
How old is Hero?
How old is Hero? He's well, in his age, he's like early teens at the beginning of book 1. So old enough to go out on his own.
So probably 16, maybe.
Yeah, 15, 16. But I mean, technically, in his process, he's only a year old. But that's they're people, you know.
Maybe an Elijah Wood type. Like, for some reason, Elijah Wood always made me think of this discovering youth.
Yeah, but the point is, I'm gonna have to be able to do the voice. I just don't know what it is yet. So.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna have to experiment and play around until I figure it out. But
Commodore says, "So is Hero manga?"
Is Hero manga? No, he's not manga.
Okay, and then he says, "Get Vic to do voice Hero or Lucian Dodge."
No. We got to be able to. We can't afford people like that. We're gonna have to voice them ourselves. So.
Yeah, just because we're guarding because of due process doesn't mean we know whether or not he's guilty.
I say guilty. Just because I'm...
Oh. Guilty or innocent? Guilty. No, wait. Innocent. Feed him to the sharks. It's Transformers.
Yes.
You know that I was in kindergarten when that came out, and that confused the heck out of me about what guilty or innocent was.
Maybe hit him to the Shaka Khan.
Oh my gosh.
Commodore says, I don't buy comics just because it has white men. Nope, I buy comics for the babes. Absolutely. And when it comes to a good-looking comic book babe, I am colorblind.
He's guilty in the court of public opinion. Sad.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap up now. I appreciate you all coming by and saying hi. This was a fun stream. I didn't talk a lot, which actually made it even better, right?
True.
We got to see Commodore's face, and I have to tell you this.
Commodore's face?
Not Commodore's face.
Kodiak's
face. Kodiak's face, and my computer screen now has a big crack through it, so thanks a lot for that, Kodiak.
That was the point. The idea.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to have to put some stuff together to come over to Cross's live stream on Sunday and do an auction and maybe auction off some of our art.
Or is it Saturday?
Sunday, 7 o'clock Sunday.
7 o'clock Sunday. Okay, 7 o'clock Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah, so anybody who wants to come and try and get some material from these fine gentlemen, Sunday, 7 o'clock across 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cross Comics.
Whatever you do, don't invite Kodiak.
Avery, sometimes I think Andrew wants to punch me.
I've already invited him. I can't uninvite
Don't
him.
worry. He can't hit very hard. He's very weak-wristed.
Why do you think my computer screen has a crack in it?
Oh, you punched
but
the
you're
screen.
supposed to be showing.
Andrew has very weak wrists. You don't have a lot to worry about.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't have weak wrists.
Wouldn't it be great?
Why are they always so limp?
Avery, wouldn't it be?
Oh, hold on a second. I gotta turn my camera back on.
I can't see. I'm working.
That doesn't look right. Avery,
what
if I turn into Andrew?
What if I turn into Andrew?
Oh, jeez. You all are ridiculous.
You're my Mike Miller. And Kodiak's your Andrew. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys you're so funny.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
And what's that make me?
We still haven't figured it out. No, you're not Ethan.
He really, really wants that.
Damn it, Rick! You keep saying that. It's not true.
It's never going to be true. You're Nasser.
Only Nasser is Nasser.
No, you know how many times I want to kick Kodiak? Kodiak's more of a Nasser.
Kick Kodiak.
Oh.
7
Well, if we can ever get him, I've sort of got my I've got the Nasser for the minor leagues. His name's Brandon. No, it was Risey that I gave the meme to. Mute Risey.
Oh.
Y'all are so bad.
No, we're not.
All right. I am increasing the size of this layout 200%. Size. And that makes it...
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I said shit. Oh, damn it.
And then you did it again.
What the
hell is wrong with you?
What's your language?
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Oh, shit. I said damn it. Oh, damn it. I said shit. Have I said fuck yet?
Yep.
I did.
All right, guys. We just lost our PG rating for that. Thanks a lot, guys.
You're welcome.
It wasn't lost for the masturbation comments.
Did I step away from the phone for the?
My wife just walked by me and looked at me like, "What the hell are
Who
you
said
talking
anything
about?"
What?
Your wife went by. It's like, what degeneracy is this?
Yeah.
She's not going to let you go with us to Orlando, man. Because we are definitely looking into planning a day trip to Orlando.
She's gonna be telling y'all to keep me.
No.
She's gonna be like,
he's like, no. Wait.
No.
She's gonna be like, if you guys take custody of him for the day, you're keeping him.
Make sure you feed him and walk him and make sure he has his poopies.
We will drop him off at the corner at the stop sign, and he can find his way home.
And make sure he gets his bear gravy.
Oh.
Oh God, that's so bad. I just realized what I did to myself.
I hate to say it, but to be honest with you, mine's kind of lactose free. So if you want the real stuff, you got to get it from Avery.
Would you like a side of wolf milk with that bear gravy?
Wash it down.
Oh, wow. I will be over tea.
You know what's really weird is I have a really good idea where wolf milk comes from, but bear gravy,
it's just thicker and more potent.
Just drink a whole bunch of milk before you know.
Well, wouldn't it just you make gravy from the fat of for chickens, right? And all that.
Oh no, you're not gonna cook me, are you?
Or the juices of chicken, the juices of roast beef. So bear gravy comes from the juices of cooked bear.
Cody's like, okay, wait, I was fine with having to suck some dick, but
my virgin hairs. Now Wait a minute. Where did that deal get struck?
You weren't paying attention, buddy. You guys know I'm still live streaming. I haven't turned off the live stream yet.
Oh, we know.
Oh, okay. All right. Everybody out there, thank you so much for coming by. Meet us again.
That's all, folks.
Come back by.
Comic is all ages. The stream is not.
It is not. Come back on Wednesday when we do this again, 7:30 Eastern Time. Later, everybody.